First tonight at 5, a fiery crash kills a 21-year-old just feet from his home. I'm Katie Houston. Good evening.
And I'm Mark Allen. You're looking here now at newly released video from first responders arriving on the scene early this morning. A neighbor on Grants Trail in Washington Township tried to save the passenger, but sadly it was too late. Megan O'Rourke has the latest on this investigation. It's our top story at 5. Megan?
Investigators have just identified the deceased passenger as 21-year-old Jonathan Endress. The crash happened just a few blocks from his Grants Trail home. Smoke billows from the burnout BMW. It's a shell of a car split in two after an early morning crash. Investigators tell us it appears the 21-year-old driver was speeding when he lost control, went off the road and hit a tree. The impact ruptured the gas tank, igniting the car in flames and ejecting the passenger, 21-year-old Jonathan Endress, who was pronounced dead at the scene.
It's a very serious crash. Some of the deputies that witnessed it said it's the worst they've seen.
Captain Jeff Papanek says when crews arrived, they talked briefly with the driver. He wouldn't elaborate on details of that conversation, but did say alcohol is believed to be a factor.
I would suspect that maybe they were coming home after being out all night. I don't have that information, but you know, I don't think they just got up and were drinking. They were probably coming from somewhere and headed home.
We did some checking and found that Endress lives just 3 blocks from where the crash occurred. Neighbors say it's a quiet street and stuff like this just doesn't happen here.
The speed limit's 25 down through here. I mean, rarely do you hear anything about any speeding or anything. I mean, it's a quiet neighborhood.
But officials say there's no doubt, based on the amount of damage to the car and surrounding areas, that speed played a big part. This afternoon, Washington Township park crews were out cleaning up the wreckage, while family members and friends of the 2 young men involved begin the process of trying to pick up the pieces of a life lost too soon. And again, officials are not releasing the name of the 21-year-old driver because he has not been charged or cited at this time. However, investigators tell me they do plan to meet with prosecutors about the case in the coming days. Reporting live, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News.